What's going on YouTube? GraveCinder here and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines. This is episode 2 of our new Let's Play series. In the last episode, we reached our third milestone, right? Yeah, first, second, third. We are now a tiny town. We have unlocked park areas, industries, landscaping, event policies, and park policies alongside with some new services, including industries. New policies, we're not going to go over them because there's way too many of them. We do have access to all sorts of park paths, the new industry roads, canals, fences, parks, and high school. And that's it. So let's go ahead and dig in. We're at 1,500 population. We have 41,000 in the bank. Looks like we are a little bit short on power. Let's fix that right away. We're going to go up to 100%. And what's next? Let's go ahead and put in a high school. Now what we're going to do is, because I don't like the size of the European high school, it's way too big. What we're going to do is we're going to unlock the North American style high school. And how we're going to do that is we're just going to make a small district over this residential area. We're going to go into our selector tool. Actually, you can do it from the district tool as well. You can just simply click there and then click again inside of the district. We're going to go into the blue tab here where it has select the building style for this district, and we're going to click enable style buildings. What this is going to do is that's going to let us have the North American buildings. So we do need a high school. We have some folks that would like to attend high school and education. I am all for it. So we're gonna have that. We also unlocked some parks, so I think it's about time we put in a park. And we're gonna go with a large playground, and that one we're gonna put, let's put it right there at the edge. It's gonna make some of these folks happy. And we'll put in another one, but not yet. Actually, we can put in this small one. We can put it in right there. So, I think we are gonna need to buy an additional power plant here in a little bit because we have 40 megawatts production. We're consuming 32 and we are at 100%. So we are gonna need to buy a new one. For that, we're gonna need an extra. That's 19. We're gonna need about $6,500 more. We're going to let that accumulate simply because I don't want to run out of power and I don't feel like jacking up the budget to over 100%. And we'll go from there. So we do have parks enabled. We'll put in a park here in the near future. What I'm really wanting to do, and this is money pertaining, is get some actual industry going. So I'm thinking we're going to put some farming over here. We're going to start light, so it's a really nice area for a farm too, right next to a little hill or a mountain, whatever you want to call it. We can have the main building kind of over here and then have some farming fields right there. It's a nice and flat land for it too, really cool. Let's see, do we have trees unlocked yet? We do. Let's see what these trees looks like. They're the bigger kind. What else do we have? Kind of want to put some trees down. What about these trees? I really like. Yes, these are my favorite trees, by the way. So we'll put some of those trees. We'll mix them in over here. Kinda like so. And that is costing us some money. That's okay. We have 2,700 coming in per week. And let's see, how are we doing on power? Yep, we're in the yellow, so we are going to need an additional power plant, and we're going to put it right there. With that said, we can decrease the budget now to 90%, and I think we should still be okay. More than okay, looks like. We're going to add an additional road, or an additional 2 blocks for our industry. We need more money. Yeah, I kind of figured. Let's see, water. Can we go water? Straight. 600, yes. Okay. So we'll zone some industry, a little bit more industry, over here. How are we doing on water? It's important to check this stuff when you're first starting out. So water, we're doing okay. We can increase this to 80%. So I think we should be good to go there. Traffic-wise, we're not looking really at any issues just yet, which I'm pretty sure there is going to be some in the future. And let's come out to here, and that is going to be 3. Okay. So we'll put in an additional residential area there. We are short on cash, so we'll do that there for now. And there we go. We should be good to zone this other block as well. And at this point, it's just kind of sort of a waiting game, really, to gain some extra cash and start building out, start hitting some more of these milestones. Which, by the way, next one is at 2400. We do unlock a new area, some public transport services. Oh, postal service. That's new. That is absolutely new. Part of the Industries DLC. Haven't had that before. Haven't really had a chance to play much with it either. So it'll be interesting. I want to see how that works. Some new policies are going to come along with it. New roads, which is certainly cool. We're going to get our 2-lane highway. Toll booths. I have not used a single toll booth yet, so we're gonna use that. We're gonna get a cemetery. And looks like a bunch of other stuff. Well, check it out. Wave power plant. Looks like they brought that back for the Industries DLC. If you guys remember when Green Cities DLC came out, they took that away, which was kind of a mystery. No idea why they did that, but I guess we're gonna be getting that one back. I think it'd be kind of cool to find out why they ended up going away with that. Actually, that's good enough for now. It's got water. No need to waste any more money than we have to. We do have more demand for commercial. So what I'll do is I'll expand this district. Out to about there. And there, and maybe even out this way. Why not? Just like so. So we can zone a little bit more of this local and organic produce. There we go. Kind of don't want anything there. And I think overall we're doing good. We have a happy face down next to the population. We have a little bit of demand for commercial, so we just zoned some, so that should be going away. Industrial is there as well, which, by the way, reminds me we do have to complete the road layout here. There we go. And now we'll zone the rest of it. I think we should be good. Here's what I'm gonna do, without just sitting here and doing nothing for a while until we gain some additional cash. I'll cut here, and I'll come back when we have, say, about Well, maybe not. Let's check out this milestone first, and I think that gave us some cash too, so maybe not even a need to cut. So, new area. We actually already took a look at pretty much all of this. So, let's see. We have 39,000. We have a little bit of a water issue here, which is understandable. Let's see, can we do that? We can't. So we'll just give them some water there. Here's what I'd like to do. I would like to buy this tile here. That's going to give us access to this whole area right here. What we are going to do is we're going to start our very first farming industry right over here. So for that, I mentioned before, we're going to have our farming building, like headquarters or whatever you want to call it. We're going to have it somewhere right over here. So let's grab our industry road so we could take a look at that as well. Let's go out by 1.5. I'm not even sure how big that building is. I do know that we have to paint a district first. So let's just take up this whole thing. We'll worry about making it pretty a little bit later. For now, we just wanna get started. By the way, is that in there? There we go. Now it's got to be in there. Perfect. All right. So, farming wise, this is our main building. It's called the farm main building. Let's put that in right here at the edge. We're gonna need water and power over here. So let's set up for that. So we'll tap into the power grid there. And water. For now, we'll just tap into that section right there. So that should be good. Let's provide a small road. Let's go with an industry road again. By the way, how much does this cost? 30%? No problem. We're gonna have the trucks and the farming vehicles come about. Well, let's say we're gonna have them kind of come through there. And then from here, we're gonna curve out and connect to about there. Now, what we can do is use the gravel roads, I believe they're called, and go out that way. Now let's see what we can put in here. What do we have for farming? We have small crop field, a small fruit field, and a small animal pasture. Let's start with a fruit field, and we'll put it 2 blocks away from the main road. What in the world is that? That's not what that's supposed to look like, is it? Well, let's check it out. Which one is this again? This is the small crop field. Let's put that right next to it. Wow, that looks weird. How much does it cost to move it rather than demolish it? Oh, it only costs 800. Okay, so let's put it right there. Man, I'm kind of disappointed that the land, or that it did that. It's kind of weird. Let's select this building. Oh, there we go. Change the appearance. We can change it from a greenhouse to, let's go with some oranges. Why not? Vitamin C. And it looks like the land went back down. Very cool. There we go. So now we have water. It doesn't look like this requires power, which is cool. And it's called Amity Grove. Amity Grove Farm Fields. Yeah. So let's take a look at these. We have the small crop field where we're producing cotton, looks like. 63 of 176 tons for now. Hold on, buddy. Where are you going? I want to check you out. We have a tractor. He's got a load. It's 100%. He's exporting the product. Okay. We have 10 of 20 workers there. We have 7 of 20 workers there. Okay. And you know what else I'm thinking? I'm thinking that we're gonna have a small residential neighborhood right over here. We have enough money to do it. We certainly have the demand for it. Let's... Do I want to use gravel roads for this? I do. Let's... Can we get rid of this? We can. Okay, so from here, we're gonna go under the power lines. Can we go even more under the power lines? We can. Just like so. Come to about there. Some of these folks are gonna have a house on the lake, which is really cool. Kind of want to continue that. So let's go just like so. We'll leave all of this greenery in between all of the houses. So let's go ahead and we'll zone them. And I'm just gonna do this right here, and then we're gonna get rid of that right there. That's okay. We do need to provide water, and this is gonna be all wonky for now, but that's okay. Remember how I said I was gonna try and keep these all nice and neat? Well, what do you guys think right now? So that'll take care of some of that residential demand. We're having an abandoned building there. You can go bye-bye. Should we give these folks a park? I think we should. We should. Oh, you know what? Before this area develops even more, I do want to put a district on it. I want to make this a different district. I want it to be a European suburbia. That's what I want. So let's hope. Yeah, they're all gonna dezone. That's okay. They'll come back. We do have the demand for it. So they're gonna be different kinds of low density residential buildings. You guys will see when they come in. Interested to see. We have 12 workers now. We have 12 workers now over here too. By the way, what do we need? We need 11 uneducated, 5 educated, 3 well-educated, and 1 highly educated. Probably going to be the boss. Let's come over here. I'm not sure if we have the policy enabled just yet. Come on. Districts. There we go. We're going to select this guy. Policy for this district. Do we have schools out? We do. Perfect. These folks right here are going to prioritize working over education. So they'll still go to elementary and high school, but they will not go to the university. So they are going to tend to our farms. Let's hope that works. But do you see kind of what these buildings look like? They're more the type of buildings that you would see on a farm, I think, rather than these or houses, not buildings. These houses over here. So to me, these ones look more like something you would find on a farm, especially this one right here. This little white one. Really cool. Really cool. I'm actually really impressed with this game. I've been playing it for over a year. Over a year now. It's almost going to be 2 years. I started playing this game in September of last year. And I'm really impressed with everything that they've done, everything that they've released so far. Heck, I'm not even mad that we don't have PC mods. I think the game is well built without those. So I did see we're having a little bit of power shortage. Hopefully those 90 or 100% will get it to be where it needs to be. Small amount of congestion here, traffic-wise, where I think we should still be good. Yeah, we're at 95%. In the future, if we keep zoning industry here and residential here alongside with commercial here, this is going to get pretty bad, so we're going to have to look into that. Not a whole lot of trucks coming out this way. Let's check on our district here. How do we tell? There we go, we're at level 1. We need to produce 5,000 resources until we reach level 2, and we need to hit 90 workers. Currently, we're losing $184 in this farm, which is okay. Any startup business is generally and usually a failing business. All right, let's see. We do have a small animal pasture. Do we want to put it here? Let's put it there. Let's see how that works. Now, do we want cows, pigs, or sheep? Let's get some sheep in here. I think that'll be good. Do we have anything else? We have a grain silo. I think that would be kind of cool to have. Maybe in between the buildings here. That costs 6,000. What does this actually do? Okay, so we don't necessarily have to place it inside of the building here. We can. What if we place it right next to the main building? I think that looks kind of cool. Let's see what that does. I think there's going to be a whole lot of trucks coming and going from here. If it causes too much congestion, we'll move it somewhere else. But for now, we'll leave it right there. And this area is filling in nicely. I like it. We do have a pretty large demand for jobs or industry now. So since we do have all of this fertile land, I do want to incorporate some actual farming. So we're going to do that as well. Let's come out. We'll come out 1.5. That way we can have a full block of farming right over here. Let's put in the water. There we go. Now we are going to have to make a district for this as well. Again, we'll worry about making them look nice later. For now, oh, and you know what else we're gonna have to run power this way, because apparently these buildings over here don't need power, but I think the actual farming buildings themselves are going to need power. So let's just do that. Money-wise, guys, we're doing great. We have nearly 4,000 coming in per week. We have 61,000 in the bank. And our farms on the European maps are neon yellow. Oh well. They're kind of weird looking though, right? Like, I don't think I've seen neon yellow farms before. So let's hope that that helps some of that industrial demand. We are gonna zone a little bit more. Residential, and we'll do that. Now I do remember that we do not have water pipes under here. So there we go, that should be good. Oh, water, we are in the yellow. Let's see if we can increase it more. We can go to 100% power-wise. How are we doing there? We're nearly in the yellow. We'll wait until we get into the yellow before we purchase an additional power plant. And I thought power just moved through. What happened? Are we gonna... There we go. Perfect. All right. And you know what? Just for fun, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in one of these guys. I almost want to put it... Let's put it right here. Or where can we get 8? We can get 8 right here. There we go. It's a farm. It needs a wind turbine. So we'll leave that just like so. Where are we at on production? I'm really curious to see. We've got 1,900, almost 2,000 units of 5,000. We do have all the workers that we would need, and we're losing even more money now. Beautiful. But all right, guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and leave it there. Not too much progress except for the addition of this area here, but we do have 4,300 population. We're making 6,000 a week now. That's awesome. We have 72,000 in the bank, so I would say that we are well off for the time being. I did just see that there were some buildings over here requesting power. I think in the next episode we're going to increase or add an additional power plant. Everything else should be okay except you know what, now that I think about it, we might need, yes, we're gonna need some more schools. Let's put in some more schools before we end the episode. So high school, we're gonna put one there on that corner, and elementary school, we'll put one right there. That should, yeah, that takes some good care of us for the time being, and also puts us back down to a small bank account. Police-wise, we're good. Fire-wise, we are good. And I think I remember saying that we're supposed to end this episode here, so let's put in a park there. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're enjoying the series, make sure you subscribe to get notified when I upload the next episode. As always, be the best that you can be in everything that you do. And I will see you guys on the next episode.